Hey guys, what's up? So another fragrance review for you today. It's from the house of Chanel, and it is a line that I never tried before. So this is from their, what is it, the O line, a low line. And this one is Chanel Edinburgh. It's by the in-house perfumer Olivier Poge, and this was a release from 2021, I believe. And usually when I pick up fragrances, there's a very specific reason that I fall in love with the fragrance even before I smell it. And 50% of the time it's a success and 50% of the times a miss. And in this case, I would say it is a lot closer to a success buy. I often tend to blind buy, and then if I don't like it, I might sell it. But for this fragrance, there's a particular reason I got this one, and it's because of the name and the concept. The whole line, as you may know, is inspired by cities and the I guess the aura, the landscape that the city evokes, and the smells. Now, Edinburgh is in Scotland is a city that I always was intrigued by, and it's been on my list of places to visit. Eventually, it's sort of been at the top of that list for a long time now. I still have never been. So if you're watching from Scotland, then please let me know what it's like there. But I was always drawn to the greenery of Edinburgh, and also that old kind of really historic, how should I say, almost medieval architecture, a little bit rural, but also kind of that old town feel at the same time. And yeah, that whole landscape. And I know that Scotland, the climate can be a little bit cold or a little bit dreary at times. And so I kind of imagine a bit of a mysterious environment, maybe a little foggy, but also very romantic at the same time. And that's kind of what why I decided to get this and what I expected from the scent. I was very, pleased by the scent, but also surprised because it's a lot brighter than I had expected. When you smell it, when I smelled it at least, I almost didn't have to look at the notes because it's very clear. There's a very, very dominant, from top to mid to the dry down, very dominant note of lemon for me, and that makes the scent relatively unique because you don't find the pure lemon note as much as a more kind of blended or generic citrus or grapefruit, especially in men's fragrances. And it has a different characteristic to me. This one, you get this very natural smelling, authentic feeling, juicy, tart lemon. So it's a very sparkling kind of fragrance. At the same time, I can tell that there's a very solid kind of woody backbone to the fragrance, and while being bright and watery, it's a woody scent, and it's the vetiver that's coming through here. It's very clear that vetiver forms really, the backbone, or it's a core part of this scent where you get that woody, smoky, and yeah, kind of the dirty essence of vetiver, even though this is a very fruity and bright fragrance. So you get the kind of, the smoky earthiness of vetiver. And I guess this is where, they are trying to create the feel of the city where, it's kind of, it's earthy, right? Green, as I said before. But again, to me, the lemon the citrus is so strong that I expected something darker, or at least something less bright, a little bit more balanced, something intriguing, maybe less sweet also, but because of the vetiver plus here, you have juniper berry, which people know as giving off this gin and tonic kind of feel, and certainly this has that smell and this feel. And juniper berries for me give the scent, and not only in this scent but in general, it adds a green facet. It also has, it almost has a sourness to it, that again kind of is amplified or amplifies the citrus note, the lemon. So overall it's a sour smelling scent, so you have to like that type of smell. It is unisex, and people say that maybe this is the most masculine in the line, but yeah, absolutely unisex scent. Meaning also, if you're somebody very into masculine scents, there aren't a lot of notes here. I mean, there's vetiver, but vetiver is not necessarily masculine. But the composition is not necessarily a masculine feeling scent. It's an easy kind of people pleasing scent. I can't imagine anyone not liking the scent. It just could be a little plain for some people, but to me it's unique actually because of that lemon vetiver combination, and the balance of it, the way it's tuned, where the lemon is to me the star of the scent. It makes for a unique scent in a collection, especially for men who don't have as many probably of these types of scents. Perfect summer scent, and it as it dries down, of course the lemon gets toned down a little, and you get a really nice vetiver juniper berry combination, where again woody, sour, and earthy at the same time. So really nice, smooth dry down. This type of scent doesn't feel synthetic at all. The way it's done, it just feels like often when you have too many, I guess, chemicals used, to me, fragrances that feel that way can are the types of scents that give you a headache, and also can be offensive to some people. It's just not this kind of scent that you might want to wear in a closed space or an office setting. But this type of scent is exactly the kind of scent that you want to wear in those types of situations. Yeah, I actually don't think that this is a simple generic citrus fragrance. I actually really like it, and I do recommend it. It's not often that I come out and say, okay, I recommend this fragrance. Often when I think that there are better alternatives, I will say that, and also if I don't think something's of good value, I'll say that. But this one, I do recommend it. I think it just kind of reinforces to me that from the designer houses, Chanel is really at the top in terms of the scents that they come out with, both the more historical ones and then these newer releases. So great summer scent. I always find it harder to find really the perfect summer scent, right? I'm probably the ones that I'm thinking of are things like Elysium, Roja Parfum, which everybody talks about. Then Acqua di Parma, Colonia Essenza. But outside of that, it's not. I don't know. For me, the perfect summer scents are really hard to find because they either are too generic or they're really not fresh enough for me. So if you have any thoughts on any good summer scents, please let me know. But this is gonna be up there as one of the better ones. So yeah, so there's my recommendation for you guys. Paris, Edinburgh, from the House of Chanel. Beautiful, light, effervescent scent. Let me know what you think if you've tried it or if you're interested by it. And I'll see you in the next review. Bye.